Today we'll be interviewing all the students here that are military bound. There's a couple more, but they aren't here at the moment, but these are what we have so far. So we can start off by introducing your guys' selves. So who are you?
I'm Bethany Schmidt,
What grade level?
a senior.
Senior, okay. And what branch?
I'm going to the Navy.
Navy? Okay.
I'm Alondra Corona, and I'm going into the Army National Guard.
Hi, I'm Ashlyn Way. I'm senior, and I'm also going into the National Guard.
You're a senior too, right?
Yeah, I'm a senior.
Okay. Okay. So what made you decide to join the military?
Well, I've just always had like this passion to just like want to support people, and like I thought the military was the best way. So since
Mhm.
middle school, I was like, let's do it, and I just kind of looked around, and I thought maybe it was the best for me.
What about you?
I wanted to help my parents get their citizenship.
Yeah, okay.
I've always had a passion to serve for the country because it's a way to just be different from everybody else.
And speaking of jobs, like what jobs did you guys put down for?
In the Army National Guard, I'm under 31 Bravo, which is military police, and I'm
Oh,
also a G2.
I did 68 Echo, which is like a dental specialist.
okay.
And I'm gonna be an AT, which is avionics, electronics technician.
Interesting. Are you guys excited?
I'm really excited.
So different jobs have like different year terms, right?
Yeah.
So yours is like what, 4 or 5?
It's 4 years plus an additional year for schooling.
Okay.
I have a 6x2-year contract, 6 years active, and then 2 years unactive with no pay.
I'm the same. That's yours.
Same. Okay. So you guys like want to explain a little more, like what convinced you to join?
What convinced me to join at first, for quite a while, I actually wanted to join the Marines, and then I found a National Guard recruiter. And at that point in time, I decided that I wanted to continue my education. And so I decided that the National Guard would be a better continuum
Mhm.
of said education so I can start myself on the right path.
Wait, what was the question again?
Just like being more elaborative on like what convinced you to join.
Well, kind of my friend, because she's always been like talking about how she wants to join, and I don't know, she was like talking more about the benefits,
Mhm.
and like she made it not seem as bad as it is.
Right. Yeah.
Well, what made me want to join was I was talking to a Navy recruiter, and they actually said some pretty cool things, and I was like, well, let's do it. So it's like,
How was your guys' like recruitment process? Like how was that? You guys all went to MEPS, right?
Yes.
mhm.
My recruitment process was a little bit of a hassle. It took me quite a while to get enlisted due to the test that you have to pass to enlist. But other than that, recruiter was super helpful. She ended up helping me study so I can get through the struggles.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't talk about everything about herself. She talked in a wide variety of different jobs and how it can benefit you.
This is for the ASVAB, right?
Yes.
Yes. You want to explain to them like what the ASVAB is?
The ASVAB is the test that you have to take. You have to score for certain branches. You have to score 31 percentile or higher. I know for the Marines it's a 32. That score that you receive from your test is what determines what job you can be. The higher the score, the better job options you have, and then from there on, like as long as you get a passing score, you may not get the job you want, but you can still get into a job that somewhat fits what you want to do.
Okay. Would you say the test is hard? And you guys all took it, right?
Yeah, I took the test here at the school, and for me, I looked at the scores, and I did well in math, but the test wasn't that bad.
It was all right, I guess. I don't know.
So training, you guys do training, right? When are you guys' training? Do you guys train with
Um,
your branches?
I haven't done it. I ship out on the 22nd of June, so.
Oh, we'll get to shipping dates later.
I'll speak for Corona and I. We do a 1 month training, 1 weekend out of the month training with our company. Our company right at this moment is Bravo Company, and we do different kinds of trainings. Last month we did different weaponry system shootings, and then we did call for fire, which is calling down mortars and missiles on your enemy. And this upcoming month, in May, we are doing repelling.
So this is like a group that you guys joined, right?
Yes.
Like an RTOC, right?
Not
Not-
an ROTC.
Like what would you like put under?
What we call them? They're called our RSP drills. Is what they prep us before we go to basic training. So we kind of have a better advantage to knowing what to do before we get over there.
So I'm guessing different branches have like different training methods before they ship you out, right?
Yeah, I would say so, but I didn't get my training, I guess, so I just have to talk to my recruiter about that.
Let's see. What else can I ask you guys? Your recruiter. You guys had the same recruiter, right?
Mhm.
You had a different one,
Mm-hmm.
and
Support at the school, like how they come in to school and how
because they all come into school, and how would you describe your like not relationship, but just like your interaction with them?
My recruiter, I'll put her in, but my recruiter was Staff Sergeant Herding. She has been in the service for just about 5 years now. She was super supportive in the process of enlisting.
hmm
She wasn't concerned about the pay that she would receive after we enlisted. She was more concerned about the fact that she wanted us to achieve a higher goal and better ourselves for the future. And so she did whatever she could to make the process quite easier and not as difficult.
Yeah, because that's the recruiter's job, right? To make you feel safe and to make sure that you know what you're getting informed of what you're doing.
Yes.
You had the same recruiter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
So,
Navy, right?
Yes.
Navy
I'm in the
recruiters.
So what my recruiter did was they were talking about what they were doing and what his experience was in it. Though he was also saying, oh well, there's these other people, and it's just like basically that we could go on some Marines for extra pay if we wanted to. But he wanted to he was super supportive in like what I was doing, and he was saying like, okay, if you're ready, then let's do it. When are you ready? When do you think you'll be ready? And he's just like seeing what I could do and like he was also wondering what I was wanting to do in the Navy too. So it was like, really cool, I thought.
Do you guys know anybody else from Columbia that are planning on joining?
At this moment, no.
No.
I know past students that have enlisted.
My friend Adamaris.
Alamaris. And same branch, right?
I think so. Or she was kind of talking about going active because it's better for her, like, because she doesn't want to stay back and like continue like her trainings, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's like working on joining.
And you guys are both active, right?
No,
The
Going into
National
active?
Guard is like
a weekend a month.
A week and a month.
just
Okay.
about once we get through basic training and our job training, we meet up with our company, our designated company. So whatever MOS you're in, you get put with them for that 1 week in a month or that 1 week of a month, and from there it just depends.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Oh, sorry, what was the question?
The question was whether or not you're going active or reserve.
I think I would be going active since
Active?
I want to travel, and there's just like better opportunities for me if I went active. So I would go active.
You guys want to let our audience know, like, what's the difference between active and reserve?
The difference between active and reserve, your active duty, they're just about the same. the active duty doesn't get the advancement of our RSP drills. They don't get the heads up of what they're getting themselves into when they ship off to basic training. And so having that advantage of RSP, it preps you both mentally, physically, because they run you through these same exact tests that they'll run with you through basic training. And active duty is the military sets you on a course, and they deploy you to certain areas. I think right now there's a deployment in I want to say Asia, and then also helping different branches.
Okay. When are you like speaking of like boot camp, right? We're gonna switch to boot camp. No? Or let me ask this one question before you hop in. Okay, boot camp. Okay, boot camp and ship dates. I want to know like if you guys are excited for boot camp. Like, what are you feeling about boot camp and your ship dates?
I wanted to do this for quite a while, so I'm excited for my ship date. My ship date's July 28th, and I will be going to Missouri for my training, for both my basic training and my MOS training.
Okay.
My ship date is July 14th, and I'm going to Oklahoma, and for my job training, I'm going to Texas. I think it was Texas.
Okay.
For me, I am really excited for boot camp, honestly, but my ship out date is June 22nd, and then I'll probably be going to Florida for my schooling.
Okay.
Now, you've been asking all these questions, Elise, but
Yes.
I know a little someone else who's going into the military. You want to introduce yourself and what you're going into specifically?
Well, I'm Luis, and I'm gonna be joining the U.S. Marines.
So, are you nervous about boot camp?
I wouldn't say I am. I would say I'm just more excited. You know, something new, something I've never done before.
We've heard all these stories, and obviously, like going into the military, you guys are all different. You guys come from different backgrounds. So, what made you want to join?
I would say giving my parents papers. That's definitely one of the biggest ones, and definitely money for schooling, because that's one of the things that like joining the military can do for you is provide money for schooling, which that's what I'm going in for.
Generally speaking, this isn't a one-time decision. Was there anything you wanted to do beforehand that you chose to do the Marines over?
Yeah, I wanted to study architecture at U of I.
And are you planning on continuing that after?
It depends on the Lord's work at this point. If I like the military, I'll probably stay in, but if I don't, I'll probably just continue my education.
Obviously, there's a big family theme within this, half of you guys, probably the rest of you. How did your family feel about you joining?
Oh, my mom was scared. I would be like the first person in my entire family to join the military.
Was it a bit like of trouble trying to get there?
It was definitely a big decision because like this is a lifelong commitment, right? 4 years, and well, your contracts are 8 years, right? But 4 years you're gonna be serving, and then the rest is just like active reserve, which just means that without pay.
I guess this also goes for a question for the rest of you guys as well. I'll have to back the blank, don't worry. Is there any like certain skills or things you guys want to like get out of this?
I want to further my leadership skills and being able to take accountability for what I do, and not be looked at as someone that doesn't care about their government, and they want to be able to make a difference.
Well, I want to like get better like at social interacting with people. Like, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's it. Like, or like but getting better like at like running, like exercises like that and all of that.
I want to get physically fit. Yeah.
Not at all.
No, that's not all. One of the things that my recruiter told me, Sergeant Velasquez, he told me that leadership is a big thing in the Marines, and that's one of the things I want to do. You know, get myself out there, put myself in the front. The program for U.S. Marines. We do like weekly trainings every Wednesday, starting at 4:30, and it's just to make just like a weekly checkup for us. And shoot, I don't know what else to talk about.
Is
Like,
there like anything else?
well, they help us study for the ASVAB too. Like, we have like a little study group too, and I've been wanting to help out other students with studying for the ASVAB because I scored a pretty high score, and I want to like help other kids also achieve like getting the job they want in their branch.
This is definitely like another option, you know. Sometimes it's always like a push of like you need to go to college, but you guys are out there physically and mentally always taking the toll serving for our country. So obviously, congratulations to all of them for doing this. Is there like a final thing that you guys are gonna like planning on doing before you guys leave? I know you're saying that you leaving June 22nd, right?
Mhm.
Is there anything else you guys want to achieve before you guys get, you know, sent out?
I obviously want to achieve graduating high school. It's that first step. Most branches require you to have your high school diploma or at least a GED because they care about your education. They don't want to just leave that in the rear window. And then also being able to put a good name in for my family.
Me too, kind of. And well, I also want to like, since I can't speak right now. I want to get like better at running and stuff like that. So I've been also going to like the gym and like, yeah.
Could you repeat the question?
Like, what do you want to get done before you leave? Because this is a commitment.
Oh, right. I leave around August. I forgot like the specific day, so I have this whole summer, and I want to go to Mexico with my sister. Never been, so I want to just.
It's pretty hot in summer, but it's pretty.
I want to spend as much time with my family as I can because I'll be gone right like a month after graduation. So pretty soon.
Anyone you guys want to give a specific shout out to? Like recruiters, I know you guys mentioned a few, family, teachers, career counselors even.
I want to give a good shout out for both Bravo Company and everybody that I'm under. And then also my recruiter, Staff Sergeant Herding. She does a lot for both her company and the people that she wants to enlist. She doesn't just give up on you when you don't achieve what you want. And then also my family for being super supportive about my decisions.
Me too, to my family and Miss Keister for helping me. And yeah, my sergeant too.
Sergeant.
I'll give a shout out to Sergeant Velasquez, my recruiter, and as well as Miss Keister, because she's very supportive in what we do, and whether or not we're going to college or going into military, she's always there to help us get what we need to do.
I want to give a shout out to everyone at the school, like all the teachers and everyone I've told that I'm going into military. They've just been super supportive, especially Jeff, who's in the Navy, and like it was so cool talking to him and like seeing the difference from when he served and from what I'm about to see. And then I want to give a shout out to my family because my mom, she's like my number one supporter. Love her. And then I want to give a shout out to everyone in the Navy that's helped me was Petty Officer Kohara, Petty Officer Stahl, and then their superior. Forgot what the sub name is, but Petty Officer Horton.
What do we got next week, Luis?
Next week. All right, guys.
We're getting
Oh.
there.
Oh,
You have more.
We have more.
Okay.
okay.
Just again, reiterate what we said. Quick shout out to all the staff here in Columbia. Obviously, huge shout out to Ms. Keister. You know, sometimes college isn't the option for you. She'll help you find you anything out there. Like these brave souls who are going to the military. Shout out to Mr. Stern for putting this stuff to like get these guys out there. I'll let you say one of the dates. Go on.
One of the dates. Okay. Well, kids who aren't joining the military and going to college, college signing day is Tuesday, April 29th at 1 p.m. here at Columbia High School.
And for further, out there, make sure to go to senior send off to celebrate these guys more further achievement. That'll be May 15th. And remember to celebrate our 4 years up here in Columbia. And for our final goodbye, make sure to go to graduation May 23rd at the Idaho Forum Center at 7 p.m.
Thank you all for watching this podcast,
Thank
and
you guys for serving.
see you guys next Thursday.